Timberwolves in this one as we bring you a Western Conference matchup here. Live from the Target Center in Minneapolis, bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. You look at Utah. They're looking to start this road trip off with a win and continue their winning streak.
And they're trying for their second win in as many games against these guys. They were able to exploit their advantages the first time around. They're out to prove that that was no fluke.
Exactly, and confidence so big in this league, Greg. You know that. You want to keep that upper hand against teams whenever possible. You can see they've got that look in their eyes. I mean, it's time to get busy and go to work.
Clark, tonight we're going to see two conference rivals go at it heading into this type of game, knowing that setup. What's your mentality?
Well, I think first and foremost, excitement. You're chomping at the bit to get after these guys because you're salivating about the opportunity to take down your rival. Nothing excites you more and gets the competitive juices going more than having a chance to take your rival down.
Absolutely, and it really reflects in terms of what that standing shows too. You win against your rival. It's like 2 wins instead of 1.
Yeah, it does. It carries a little extra weight. Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Minnesota shooting their first free throw tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Tell you what, it's been a different story for them at the line this season. When you measure those numbers against last season's, I mean, they've taken a big-time dip, guys.
To the middle. He's looking for Teletovic and finds him. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Teletovic has great touch inside, a skilled scorer near the basket.
It's stolen by Wall. To the inside. Teletovic misses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
To the paint. It's deflected. And it's Ayton missing. All with it. He's been producing a fair amount of offense night in and night out as he's averaging 14 points a game. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
And you know, DeAndre Ayton, all that height around him. He goes 7 feet, 250 with that 7'5" wingspan and already produces. But still, he shows considerable upside.
In the corner, it's Levine. Matthews with the steal. And Utah turns it over again.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. You know, Greg, what amazes me about Ayton, the skill level for someone his size.
I mean, he can put the ball on the floor, really improving as a facilitator. You look at Embiid, you look at Big Cat, Ayton gives you a lot of those similar traits.
And here's Matthews for the 3. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Here's Teletovic. Outside, Levine. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Levine. Good on the triple. Levine's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, if you're guarding Levine, Kevin, you have to respect how quickly he can catch and elevate. I mean, this guy can bounce like he's on a trampoline.
Now here's LeBron. providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. Here's Howard. Banked in off the glass.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
Pass to Teletovic. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Ayton. The putback. And Howard with the second chance points. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Minnesota. Now here's Teletovic. James covering. And Wall. Here we go now. No one near Teletovic as he lets it go. Off target from outside. And here's Matthews from the arc. James outside. Goes back up. Goes up again. And the layup is good. James has got his second basket of the night.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
Now here's Wall. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Wide open. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Kevin, I like what Levine showed there, not getting so locked in to his own offense. Keeps his head up and finds the open man.
And it's LeBron missing. Minnesota in the lead. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Teletovic. The three. Rebounded by Howard.
And, you know, even with him struggling, they're still up. They need him to find his rhythm soon.
And, Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron? One of the best to ever play the game.
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
Utah shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And that one misses.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Yeah, just hitting a reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
Yeah, recalibration time with the timeout call there.
Coming out of the court now are your Timberwolves dancers. Come on, give it up.
And he's good on the second.
And really, even at this stage of his career, James just seems ageless. He continues to dominate night in and night out.
Right outside. Good D by Matthews.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Hustling on that offensive glass. That's led to a number of second chance points.
And we know energy and effort go hand in hand, and they won't be denied playing with a bunch of energy, easily coming up with those offensive rebounds too.
And guys, Dwight Howard, a top 20 all-timer in rebounding, an 8-time All-Star center. Greg, will he be a Hall of Famer someday, you think?
Oh, he's a lock to be a Hall of Famer when you look at those numbers. Not to mention a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, and at his peak, one of the most impactful big men we've seen in the game.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other." Kevin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. The kick out to LeBron. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Now McConnell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Clark, a favorite topic of yours. Great rebounders, glass eaters as you call them. Who's the best at creating those important second chance opportunities for his team?
Well, a couple of guys stand out for me in that regard, Kevin. DeAndre Jordan is terrific. Enes Kanter, probably, he might be the best offensive rebounder in the league. Enes Kanter. I mean, he goes and gets it in his area, out of his area, through guys, over them. Man, he's a terrific offensive rebounder. And I'd throw Anthony Davis in there too. I think he does a great job on the defensive glass and gets his share of offensive boards as well.
So it's Minnesota now, following the bucket by the Jazz. Down low. Here's Wright. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wright's got 6 points.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
James. Yep, that one goes. LeBron's got the lead up to 4 now for Utah.
Could easily have been an and one there. James converting through the contact.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. And finished off by LeBron.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Pass to Wright. Corner shot. That one a little long.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
Now, here's McConnell. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection.
Here's James. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Howard trying to free himself up. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And this Timberwolves team, so fun to watch.
I agree. All-star talent on the rise, athleticism, and they can light it up too. Yeah, fun group.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And DeLon Wright hits the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. LeBron outside. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's Wall. Pass to Teletovic. And a miss there on the triple.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
The Jazz shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Timberwolves trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Right wing. Deflects the pass. And stolen by LeBron. Back to Teletovic. It's tipped.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
Jazz leading by 8. Poked away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. .136 left in the first half. Here's James. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Utah.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight, and it's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's Wall.
I'll tell you one thing, it's a bonus to have a guard who can flush it like that. I mean, Wall gets up high on these jams.
Well, John Wall, Derrick Rose, and Russell Westbrook came into the league around the same time. All of them in the conversation for most athletic big point guard in league history. Of the three, I think John Wall, the most prolific playmaker, always looking to create for his teammates.
Here's Levine following the basket by LeBron James. Here's Teletovic. It's good. Teletovic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Teletovic muscling his way past the defense. I like that. I mean, he's used to taking and making hard shots.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
A 3 ball. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Teletovic has got 5 points now this quarter. Here's Sexton. Here's Giles. And Sexton has it in the corner. Nailed from three-point land. Sexton's got the lead up to 10 now for Utah. All taking his time here. And the first half is now in the books. Jazz lead. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Jazz leading by 10. And here's Sexton. Here's Giles. And he slams it one-handed.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
Back to Teletovic. And here's Wall outside. The rebound by Giles.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And just solid at driving to the rim. When Sexton is on the attack, it just creates problems for the defense.
Clark, we know you were a great athlete. Would you have enjoyed playing at the pace we're seeing in today's NBA style?
I hope I could have played in today's game. Again, I was not an uber athletic guy, athletic enough to get things done on the court. Was a skilled basketball player more than a great athlete. So the athleticism of today might have challenged me a bit. But I still think I could have played and been effective in today's game.
I agree. Now here's Wall after Colin Sexton's miss. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. It's deflected. They retain possession. Pass to Giles. Here's Sexton. But they'll get another chance. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mirza Teletovic. That'll be his second foul of the game. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got 8. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Timberwolves. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Pass to Grant. Wall, good. Wall's got his third basket of the night right there.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
Yep, it counts.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Chris Middleton, 2 seasons ago, tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
And Chris Middleton with maybe, Greg, his best season yet in 2017-18.
It just seems like he gets better every year. A former second-round pick, now all-star caliber. He's worked extremely hard, stayed in the lab, and now we're seeing the results.
Here's McConnell. Following the basket by Colin Sexton. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And Sexton slams it in.
And it's clear that Sexton loves getting out in transition. He has a strong sense for how to capitalize.
Now, here's McConnell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's McGee. Pass to McConnell. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And Sexton slams it in.
And using the quickness to his advantage there. Sexton getting some momentum behind him so he could put that one down.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Here's McGee. Now off the inbound. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
To the paint.
And getting better at distributing in the pick and roll. Sexton wants to evolve more as a passer.
And the call goes against Wesley Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him. .149 left in the third. Here's Wright. He's got 8. Pass to McConnell. To the middle. It's deflected. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
Man, you love the effort just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer, but they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. I mean, they really crack your back when you give teams second shots like that.
Now, here's Sexton. He's got 16. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Here's McConnell. Johnson with the block. For Utah, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
To the paint, and taken away by Johnson. Pass to Sexton. Here's Bielitz from outside the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Bielitz has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Timberwolves have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. And so Wright nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Ennis taking his time here. 1 second left. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Jam. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. You look at player contracts today, Clark, a little different from the one after you signed your rookie year. What, 4 years and $1 million? Do I have that right?
Yeah, you got the numbers right, Kevin. You know, I look at that as all relative. How about the guys who played way before me?
Right.
And they were traveling on trains to games and were working jobs during the summer. I mean, it's all a function of the revenue generation of the league, which has grown exponentially. Since I played, we were part of the group that actually saw the first salary cap instituted in the early 80s. So growth is part of what we see now in players' salaries, and I'm all for the guys to get what they deserve from that standpoint.
Inside. Here's Wright. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. James knocks it loose. Shot clock at 5. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Ennis has got the ball.
And aggressive defense causing the mistake, then cashing in.
Yeah, that's a momentum changer for sure. You got to like the steal and the finish at the other end. That's the thing, paying that steal off with the finish.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his 4th foul of the contest. To the wing right side. Ayton wide open. No good from outside.
Boy, awful defending, really. But in the end, they dodged a bullet. They can't let shooters get clean looks from outside, though.
Pass to Teletovic. The three-pointer, no good.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Sexton with it. And Ayton throws it down.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
Outside, Wall. Pass to Levine. Misses the three. To the middle. And Ayton throws it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Middleton for three.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch, and I think it's made the difference in the game. I mean, they've actually done a great job on the board.
Now Sexton. Here's Bielitsa. Lets it go from 14. The Jazz working the ball around now.
Outstanding energy from the forward. Teletovic showing real heart on the defensive end.
Levine wide open. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That will be foul number 5 on him. This NBA, Clark, amazing. The potential now for some players to play into their 40s. In fact, we're seeing a couple guys in their 40s playing right now and playing well.
Yeah, you know, I thought about it when we started to see this influx, Kevin, of high school players coming into the league at 19, 20, 21 with the advancement in nutrition knowledge and training methods and preservation of the body and taking care of it, that we might see more longer careers. But if you start at 21 and play 15 years, that's still only 36. So I think we're going to see some more guys in the 40s, but I still think it's going to be a small number by and large.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Lets it go with a three. Hands it from downtown.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Pass to Bielitsa. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Now Teletovic. Back to Wall. 5 on the clock. Pass to Teletovic. Now here's Wall. Count that one. Wall's got 5 points in the quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Utah.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Colin Sexton.
Well, it was a pleasure watching him get his guys involved. I mean, his passing was tight and on time, really sharp tonight.
And then Carter with the jam.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up. Pigeon.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Another miss by Utah. And it's Wall with the ball for Minnesota. Levine can't hit. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mirza Teletovic. That will get him his fourth foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for two.
At the line for the Jazz.
And the second free throw, good. 9 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Back to Wall. Outside, Levine. Offline with his three. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy.